Hello, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday Night Football. It's great to have you with us at the Gabba. Tonight, it's the second semi-final between Brisbane and St Kilda. No more second chances after this. Lose and you're out. The prize for the winner is a preliminary final berth. And here come the visitors. Joined by Daniel Hartley. Great to have you along, Hart. How do you see this one unfolding?
G'day, Hutto. I'm going with the Saints. They're riding momentum from last week and they're a very dangerous side when they play with freedom. They're primed to inflict a straight set exit on their opponents. Thanks
for those insights, Hart. Time for some last-minute instructions as the captains meet in the middle.
St Kilda trailed the Brisbane Lions by one straight kick in the dying stages of their Round 6 2004 encounter at Docklands. Austin Jones pounced on a turnover at the 31-minute mark of the final term and kicked for goal from 40 metres. It appeared to have gone out on the full, but the goal umpire awarded a behind and the margin was 5. Less than a minute later, Saints defender Troy Schwartzy unleashed a drop punt on the run from well outside 50 that carried the goal line comfortably. And the Saints were in front by a point into the 33rd minute. The siren sounded with 33:59 on the clock, and the Saints had got out of jail and kept their unbeaten start to the season intact. 13, 14-92 to 14-7-91.
Listen to the roar. It's an atmosphere like no other. That's a bruising tackle. The umpire will have it. Bort wins it. Hall. This is great pressure footy. You'll have to earn your kicks today.
We haven't seen any spot yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
They have a good understanding, those two. Wilson, dangerous to leave on his own. Kenny hit a target. Wilmot went bang. Zorko, poor hands there. Takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
That will do his conference the world of good to start like that.
The Saints on the board early. De Koning wins it out of the centre. Wanganeen Malira on the same page as his ruck. Garcia on a lead. Hill, if he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. Got to get rid of it quickly. That's not quick enough.
He's having a word with the umpire and he may just have a point.
He's generally a good kick. Morris has found some space. Zorko on centre wing is marked. What's he got on offer? Normally delivers. Hall fumbled it like a cake of soap. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. De Koning showing his skills. Hall, Bailey with a steal. He's so clean with the footy. That's commitment to the cause. They've bottled it up. Bort slaps it out. They've got good chemistry, those two. Berry. Sinclair drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Honours the lead. Clever kick. Owens all alone in the centre square. Marshall can keep it moving. Hall, he's set upon. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Punch clear. Wanganeen Malira leading from the front. Wilson, the defenders will be nervous. Good disciplined defence. Hill, Garcia, he might have done better. Wilson. It's a tough game. That is going very close, not close enough.
He'll be disappointed. That was one he would have expected to convert.
He's on. The Lions might be about to start something. That's skillful. Dunkley pushes into space and receives the footy. Searching kick. Well played. Doesn't often waste it. It's amounted to nothing. Can he impose himself on the match? Hall takes the mark and can extend the margin.
Kicking at his first.
Heads towards goal and does not let them down.
The Saints have had a great start. Their energy is terrific. They're moving the ball well and hitting the scoreboard.
The Saints have started brightly with the first two. Ford wins the hit out. Dunkley navigated the traffic. That's unusual. Solid tackle. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. De Koning got his palm to it. Wanganeen Malira. Wilmot's got a fist in. Garcia. He's been accosted. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard.
How's it look down there, Gaz?
The Saints are getting the footy inside 50 a bit too easily because the pressure on the ball carrier isn't up to the required standard.
We've got another stoppage.
The Saints are certainly looking the better side, but they'd love to give themselves a bit more breathing space here.
Neil. We will do it all again.
The Saints are already right on top in contested ball. They don't often lose when they win that stat.
Dunkley sharks it. Big tackle laid. Not a lot of flow in this game, but that's a testament to the pressure both sides are applying. Good ruck work. Dunkley. Neil cops some unwanted attention.
Lots to analyse, Gary. What stands out?
Football's a game of mistakes and both sides are making plenty. The key is where you make them and what the damage is.
Flanders. Hall running in support. Defence 101 there. Leicester. The fans will be happy to see this. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. The two big men do battle. Runs to point-blank range and puts it away.
They're after a big game from him today, and that's a great start.
The Saints by 19. Fort wins the hit out. Dunkley, a model of consistency. He's been busy so far. Who's got the wheels? He's run into trouble. They have absolutely spifflicated him. Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
That's what happens when you find yourself in two minds.
There might have been an argument for a free kick there. De Koning wins the hit out. Flanders. The umpire says he had no prior. Good ruck work. Hall throws it on the boot. Marshall couldn't mark. Owens. That might have been dropping the ball. That's not one of the acceptable methods of disposal.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
Garcia. Not on my watch, he says. They're tackling with great intent. Who can get the clearance? Wanganeen Malira. Hall absorbs the pressure. Rinse and repeat. Fort showing his skills. Dunkley does the roving. Good build-up. The Lions have been out of sorts. Allen working hard and being rewarded. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Wanganeen Malira gathers. Dunkley fumbles. Could be costly. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. De Koning with a deft tap. McRae. Wood. He's wrapped up. We've got another stoppage. Fort with a deft tap. Ashcroft. Windhager making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? The Saints are playing some great footy. Good tackle. They've put themselves under pressure. The Lions, not at their best so far. Silvani is a rock in defence. De Koning works hard to present. You can see their confidence growing. He's caught. He's made a hot start to this match. In no man's land. Windhager in a hurry. De Koning. Garcia. Who was he aiming for? It's a poor entry. A waste, really. And they're away. Ashcroft with a chance to run. The Lions are out of trouble. They're moving the footy well here. They need a spark. The interchange bench might be calling after that brawl. Garcia, what a first term they're having. Hill, and we'll have a throw-in.
Thoughts so far, Gary?
The Saints are so strong in contested ball and they've already started that way. If they dominate that area, they'll win this match handsomely.
Ashcroft, they've given it back. De Koning just shoveled it out. Lohman runs onto it, moving the footy laterally. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. De Koning, that one was not open to interpretation.
His annoyance can only be with himself for lack of awareness.
Wilmot, the pressure is fierce. No way through there, and they'll reset. De Koning wins it. McRae. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Stoppage coming up on the wing. De Koning with a deft tap. Flanders. Garcia. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. Something has to give soon.
The Lions are struggling to provide their forwards with quality supply. It might be time to shuffle the magnets a bit.
Flanders. Wanganeen Malira. Wilmot. We've seen that before. It's a hot footy.
The Saints are looking sharp so far. You can see they set themselves to start strongly for this game.
De Koning slaps it out. McRae. Wanganeen Malira. Good-looking kick. They've opened them up here. They desperately need a goal. McRae leads his opponent. You asked for it, you got it. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. De Koning punches it out of the ruck. Dunkley, Berry. Leicester snares the loose ball. A good kick here and they'll be in business. The Saints have won it back. He's drawn a crowd. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Who can get the clearance? Neil, Answorth, Dunkley. He's copped some of his own medicine. There was no way past that tackle, and we'll have another stoppage. De Koning punches it out of the ruck. Wanganeen Malira. He ran into a brick wall.
The crowd's a little subdued, and dare I say it, they're becoming concerned.
De Koning wins it down. Answorth, McRae in his natural habitat. Punched that like he meant it. The team physios will be working overtime. It's a stoppage-heavy game at the moment. Attracted a crowd. Good ruck work. Answorth, Wilson runs onto it. Flanders scrounges a kick. Misses the target and it's out of play.
Momentum is so important. A couple of goals either way would make a huge difference.
Bort showing his skills. Neil, Gardner. That's a bit of a waste. Important tackle. He was just about through otherwise. No free kick and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Bort punches it out of the ruck. Dunkley, Answorth, Wood. Didn't need to be asked twice. Philippou hammers it home.
The Saints are going from strength to strength. They've got all the answers at the minute.
The Lions are on the ropes already. It's been a stunning start. Bort with the tap. Dunkley squeezes the kick. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. It's not a fair fight. He's been run down like a wildebeest.
Not enough talk out there, it seems.
Looking for some quick ball movement. He doesn't waste many. Morris, Bailey, delightfully done. Neil, Allen. Is this their first goal? He's got it. And maybe this will kickstart them.
That's a timely, steadying goal in the shadows of quarter time.
That goal was a while coming. It was looking like a goalless turn for them. The big men fly. Wanganeen Malira. The Saints have been all over them so far. They've certainly thrown down the gauntlet. Time for a break. Time to check in with Gary.
It's a 4-kick game, which isn't a match-winning lead at this stage, but it actually feels like the difference between the sides was even greater than that in the first quarter. The inside 50 discrepancy is significant. If that doesn't turn around, this game could almost be settled by half-time.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again. The big men fly. McRae, Flanders. They're playing with purpose and poise. Marshall all alone in the centre square. Philippou. I felt that one from here. The umpire circles and decides to ball it up. Can they create a shot on goal from this stoppage? Bort wins it down. Dunkley. Neal. That's a bruising tackle. They're tackling with venom today. Bort smashes it out of there. No easy exit. He's besieged. The Saints are doing a good job of locking it in their forward line. Bort got his palm to it. Neal, Draper, navigated the traffic. Gardner, Lester, goes back with the handball. Andrews.
The Lions' clearance work is certainly not the reason they're behind on the scoreboard. It's been good today.
De Koning has probably got the points at this stage. Wanganeen Malira, Flanders, desperate defence. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. The two big men do battle. McCluggage, he'll be sore in the morning. The Saints are applying tremendous forward pressure. Can they reward themselves with a goal? Bort palms it down. Neal, Payne. It's a good old-fashioned coat hang. Tidy ball. And they're away. Lowers the eyes. Andrews working hard and presenting well. That's skillful. Ryan, he'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. De Koning got his palm to it. Wanganeen Malira leading from the front. Hill, gravity wasn't his friend there. Just has to hit a target. And the kick inside 50 lets them down. Waiting for someone to come at him. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Philippou, it fell into his arms. Sinclair, when one tackle just won't do. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Rucks go at it. Paul, Wanganeen Malira, throws it on the boot. He didn't break stride. They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. Neither side able to clear the footy. De Koning, the winner there. Hall, Wanganeen Malira. They're playing for keeps. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
Hasn't been the highest standard game, but still been enjoyable to watch.
De Koning has got on top. Flanders, Hall, Wanganeen Malira. Farms it out. Dunkley fighting hard. Bailey drives it inside the forward 50. Hipwood gets to the front spot and can line them up. Can he impose himself on the match? Time for the Crummers to go to work. He just dropped it. In he goes. I think he's forgotten which end of the ground he's at.
You don't see that every day. Boy.
Sinclair heads wide with the kick in. Silvani pushes into space and receives the footy. Garcia can keep it moving. Wilkie feeds it out. Met solidly. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Lohman, that's a poor strike. Cameron read it best and will cut the margin.
Kicking at his first.
Put your glasses down. Oh, pick them up again. He's missed.
You must remember to kick through the ball whether you're 10 metres out or 50 metres out.
Sinclair to bring it back in. Silvani with a chance to run. They're moving the footy well here. Stocker has found some space. His field kicking is normally first rate. Good thinking and good execution too. Wilkie. And they're away. Carroll, he's set upon. They're tackling with great intent.
2 rucks, please.
Rucks go at it. Has to be clean. He's been quiet. The kick was centimetre perfect. Hill, De Koning. The defence is disorganised. Ryan with an opportunity. Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
The Saints clearly didn't read the script. They were supposed to struggle today. Dunkley out of the congestion. Answorth, McCluggage, Ashcroft. It's a tough game. Cameron, Marks. That's hard to stop.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
They could do with this. They could really do with this.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
They've got one back. Let's see if they can double up. Ford with the tap. McCluggage. Ashcroft takes the hand pass. Draper outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. They've got them on the overlap. Stocker tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Hall relishing the contest. Wilkie delivers a long ball. Bailey got a fist in. He's wrapped up. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Good ruck work. Dunkley. Answorth. He's caught towards the boundary line. Thought his way through it. Garcia all on his own. He's been industrious. That's well played. Just had to get it out. He's suddenly a popular man. Ashcroft on the non-preferred. They've put themselves under pressure. He's carried it over the line.
The Lions simply have to find a way to get the ball inside 50 more often here.
The two big men do battle. Taru goes long. Zorko fumbled it like a cake of soap. Garcia, it's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. De Koning showing his skills. Taru, look at him go. Wanganeen Malira. Hill, he's been busy so far. Andrews went bang. Gardner can't afford to panic. Zorko has eyes only for the footy. Bailey working hard and being rewarded. Fletcher in the clear. He might have thought about the corridor. Wilmot has a vice-like grip. What's he got on offer? Doesn't often waste it. Windhanger, they must be sick of the sight of that. Philippou in the clear on centre wing. Hill dealt with the pressure. That's a dreadful hand pass. Answorth, Philippou leads his opponent. Garcia, you can't question his commitment. Crosses the paint. Wilmot is there in defence. Answorth works hard to present. Clever kick. Windhager wins it back. Great mark. Hall finds himself unattended. Who's got the wheels? Throw in deep in the pocket.
The Saints would arguably be sitting on a greater lead if they'd been a little more careful with the ball. They sort that out, they'll be hard to stop.
De Koning, the winner there. Hall, he's under close attention. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Fort wins the tap. Answorth runs onto it and can relieve the pressure. They have absolutely spifflicated him. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. De Koning smashes it out of there. Flanders, Wanganeen Malira. He's got it!
Well, he saw the opening and put it away. Makes a real difference if you can consistently take those kinds of opportunities.
The Saints by 23. De Koning palms it down. That's a legal disposal, isn't it? Fort, solid tackle. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Fort wins it. Feeling the heat. Scrounges a kick. Time to turn on the Jets. Handballs it to nobody. Caminiti. They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. Payne with a big fist. Kicks to space. Can they catch them out on the turnover? Too slow. They cannot keep him quiet. Wilmot gets back and should repel. Blasts away. Neal charges onto it. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Rayner, dangerous to leave on his own. This will be their first entry for a while. Morris, they've worked it well. They've picked their way through. Hipwood has found some space.
One of those ones that should be kicked. It's amazing how often players miss them. To the likely source to provide a spark, and he's done just that.
The Lions have closed to within 3 kicks. Ford punches it out of the ruck. Answorth, Dunkley, looking for 2 in a row. Loman is in the clear and marks uncontested. Sloppy disposal, and we'll have a throw-in.
The Lions are really struggling to score at the moment. They need to try something different.
De Koning got his palm to it. Hall, penetrating ball. Wilmot, we've seen that before. It's a hot footy. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Bort, the winner there. Dunkley, that's sloppy play. Is anyone home? Ashcroft can go back and shoot a goal.
The crowd will tell the story.
Going at his first, and he's got it.
That's what happens when you leave players in space inside 50. It's going to hurt you on the scoreboard.
Half-time, and it's been a dour struggle so far. Not a lot of highlights, but at least we have a close one. Time to check in with Gary.
The Saints were excellent in the first half, but now the true test comes. Can they maintain the rage? They're going to need to, because even a slight drop-off in intensity could prove very costly. So far, so good, though, and the upset is a huge chance.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. Koning, the winner there. Wanganeen Malira bangs it long. Zorko wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Tidy ball. Who's front and centre? Wilmot only knows one way. Couldn't get a disposal. Neil Hill kicks off the pass. Garcia has charged into space. Just has to hit a target. Dunkley spoils. Marshall Owens takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
So the underdog throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. Dunkley in his natural habitat. Neil. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Dunkley, McCluggage, good disciplined defence. Answorth looking to pull one back, and that's exactly what he's done. Well played.
They've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
Neither side giving an inch. What a contest we're seeing. Good ruck work. McCluggage gets his kick despite the heat. Stocker making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Answorth, ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard. Bort wins the hit out. Taru. Wilson knew where the help was. De Koning running in support. Honours the lead. What's he got on offer? I've liked his game today. Draper makes good contact. Loman, he's lost possession. Flanders, they get full value for a deep entry.
There was no secret they needed to quell his influence, but they haven't been able to do it. He's had his way with it.
The Saints are holding them at bay. De Koning wins the tap. Taru. Wanganeen Malira squeezes the kick. Ryan. It's a desperate tackle. Flanders does the crumbing. Bailey mops that one up. Can he be the fire starter? Hipwood, they need a spark. Silvani doing what he does best. A quick getaway wasn't possible. Dunkley has worked hard to present. Sinclair couldn't finish what he started. Stocker, ever reliable. Wanganeen Malira. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Rucks go at it. Flanders leading from the front. Wanganeen Malira. Wilson, De Koning, Taru getting their handball game going. Sinclair attracted a crowd. Great tackling technique there. De Koning has rucked tirelessly. Flanders, Wanganeen Malira was committed to the contest. Wilson, Taru. Hall out of the congestion. He stopped in his tracks. Gets the kick away. You have to be tough to play this game. Wilmot. Zorko. The Saints have denied them the corridor. Spills the mark. Neal continuing to win the hard ball. Called for a push. Look at the distance on that hand pass. Wilmot, Andrews, Zorko. Neal collects the half volley. Can he impose himself on the match? They're playing with purpose and poise. Windhager. No one can mark. Owens. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Gardner had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Quality delivery by foot. A chance to clear now. Fletcher has found some space. McCluggage, Lohman, big tackle laid. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Bought the winner there. McCluggage, whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Cameron got to the right position and hung on. Hipwood working hard and presenting well. Searching kick. Silvani. Must be incorrect disposal. It is.
You're suggesting he got something on it. I'm not sure he did. He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
Drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
Neither side able to string goals together. Bort showing his skills. McCluggage absorbing the pressure. He's besieged. They're tackling with venom today. Bort with the tap. Dunkley. Neal fighting hard. Wanganeen Malira. Great play. Garcia. Will he look for a target or go himself? De Koning gets to the front spot. Golden opportunity here.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
Kicks for goal. It's a lovely looking kick. He's drilled it.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Saints are keeping them at arm's length. De Koning wins it out of the centre. Hall, terrific tackle. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Bort got his palm to it. Dunkley has it on a string. Hill. Hall competing fiercely. Met solidly. It's not been his day, that's for sure. Foot race on the wing. They've put themselves under pressure. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. The umpire whistles for a ball up. De Koning with a deft tap. Hall, he's caught. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. De Koning showing his skills. Flanders. Hall has been set a task. This is great pressure footy. Something has to give soon.
The Saints are certainly looking the better side, but they'd love to give themselves a bit more breathing space here.
Answorth, Ashcroft, Payne wins a hard ball, throws it on the boot. Gardner just shoveled it out. Lester, that's a bruising tackle. It's a stoppage-heavy game at the moment.
The Lions simply have to find a way to get the ball inside 50 more often here.
Answorth dealt with the pressure. Who's at home? Defence 101 there. Zorko. Dangerous place to lose it. Payne. He looked to have been taken high and the umpire thought so too. That's a well-placed kick. No wonder coaches go grey. Looking for two in a row. De Koning has found some space. Golden opportunity here.
To really stamp some authority on this match.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
We really should have capitalised on that, but not to be.
Wilmot with the footy. Gardner in the clear. Fletcher all on his own. Clever kick. He's hit up the lead. That's skillful. The Lions moving the ball well. Lohman with a chance to run. Lester crosses the paint. McCluggage marks inside 50 and can have a shot. Hipwood couldn't mark. The Saints are bringing great energy. Manages to find a teammate. Good thinking and good execution too. What's he got on offer? They've opened them up here. Breaks the line. You can see their confidence growing. Morris can't afford to panic. Allen getting involved. Hipwood working hard and being rewarded. Fletcher pushes into space and receives the footy. Silvani wants them again. Probing ball. That's a good option, and this looks promising.
Play on.
Sees an opportunity and plays on. They can smell victory. Ashcroft is there. Lohman, McCluggage. They desperately need a goal. Garcia clears the area. Hill, he's lost it. Fort, he ran into a brick wall. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Draper wins the hit out. McCluggage, that's unusual. De Koning, Marshall, all alone in the centre square. Wilson, Owens, Higgins on the end of it. They are cutting them up with their ball movement.
The Saints have certainly looked the better side. They'll be hard to catch.
Drop punt and he has put it away.
Bit of momentum now. That's two in a row.
The Saints have got it on their turns. Draper smashes it out of there. Dunkley, Answorth. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? When one tackle just won't do. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Punch clear. They've got good chemistry, those two. Hall, he's copped some of his own medicine. There'll be a few feeling sore after this match.
Momentum is so important. A couple of goals either way would make a huge difference.
They're huffing and puffing. Lester got it fisted. Owens swoops, punched away. Zorko will keep coming. Shoved him in the back. The Lions have been out of sorts. Not often you see a forward spoiling the ball. Throws it on the boot, and that's a goal.
You might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The Lions kept pace for a while, but fell away in that quarter, and they have it all to do in the last half hour. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
The Lions are hanging in there, but they must turn around what is a significant inside 50 discrepancy. They need more pressure on the ball carrier to restrict the opposing forwards, but they also need to be smarter when going forward themselves and consistently take the right options.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Koning with a deft tap. Hall, Wanganeen Malira, Taru. They're handball happy at the moment. Wilson. This should end in a shot at goal. Wilmot went bang. I felt that one from here. It's not a fair fight. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Draper smashes it out of there. McCluggage. Allen, dangerous to leave on his own. And they're away. Bailey. What's he got on offer? He might have thought about the corridor. Draper. This is good footy. Morris has got loose. He's had little impact so far. Needed to be clean and wasn't. Looking to peg one back. He tried to con the umpire. Ashcroft with a clean picker. They need a spark. Sloppy disposal, and we'll have a throw-in.
The Lions have been too inconsistent with their intensity today, and that's not going to get it done against a good side.
It's been a great duel between the two big men. Answorth, McCluggage. Doesn't often waste it. Owens. Was that a throw? A few players stopped, but advantage has been paid. They have absolutely spifflicated him. The umpire says you had prior opportunity.
Better to kick to a contest and get done holding the ball.
Andrews, desperate to win it back. Answorth. The Saints are giving them nothing. Draper slaps it out. Answorth, McCluggage, hunting the footy. Under pressure. It's a tough game. Can he find a teammate? Anyone's ball. No easy exit. No way through there, and they'll reset. De Koning gets his hand to it. Flanders, Wanganeen Malira, Wood. That's poor play. He sends them inside for the 4th time. Wilkie with the big fist. He's drawn a crowd. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Bort with a deft tap. Ashcroft, Dunkley takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
They're going to have to do everything right from here, but that's a good start.
The Lions have the first of the last quarter. Bort punches it out of the rut. Ashcroft, it's a hot footy. They're still cracking in hard deep into this match. Bort, he's rucked superbly in a losing cause. Ashcroft, Answorth, Bailey, Dunkley, going for goal, flirting with the post. We'll wait on the goal umpire. It's there.
Probably a case of too little too late, but this isn't beyond the realms of possibility.
The Saints haven't put this to bed yet. De Koning wins it down. Hall squeezes the kick. Feeling the heat. Attracted a crowd. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Good ruck work. Answorth, Dunkley, under pressure. Ashcroft, you asked for it, you got it. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
The Lions are fortunate the damage isn't worse because they're really struggling at the source.
De Koning just had to get it out. They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. Can someone finally clear the footy?
The Lions would probably like to minimise stoppages and keep the ball in open play as much as they can because their clearance work isn't crash hot at the moment.
Bort. It'll be tossed in the pocket.
Got to set up well for the stoppage to make sure they don't score from it.
De Koning showing his skills. Dunkley going flat chat. Fletcher. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. De Koning with a deft tap. Flanders. Paul has turned it on today. Windhanger. Wanganeen Malira keeps it low. Marshall has a paddock in front of him. Kicks to space. Loose ball on centre wing. Suddenly there's some belief about them. Ashcroft can keep it moving. The non-preferred lets him down.
Great pressure and ultimately reward.
Good work rate. Silvani chips the half-back. What's he got on offer? He's done brilliantly. Silvani takes an excellent grab. Wood makes position. Tidy ball. The Saints are out of trouble. Normally delivers. Not sure what the idea was there. Silvani saves the day again. The Lions guarding the corridor. Windhanger has charged into space. You can't question his commitment. He's not one to take a backward step. They've given it back. Good hands. Ashcroft, Bailey, Another forward 50 entry. The sprint is on. He didn't break stride. He's run into trouble. No leniency from the umpire there.
No umpire ever changed their decision because a player had a whinge.
That's skillful. Wood. Clever kick. Caminiti with a chance to relieve the pressure. The Saints look well drilled. De Koning has found some space. Probing ball. Garcia works hard to present. Ignoring the corridor for now. Windhanger in the clear on centre wing. His field kicking is normally first rate. Quality delivery by foot. I've liked his game today. Higgins. This is a big opportunity. They've picked their way through. Wilmot. Payne. Terrific forward pressure. They're tackling with great intent. De Koning slaps it out. Taru. Flanders. Can he hit a target? They've turned it over. Searching kick. Morris on a lead. Bailey throws it on the boot. The Lions moving the ball well. Delivers it inside 50. Wanting to get on with the job. Lowers the eyes. Wilson. Slick hands. Flanders. De Koning. Owens. Is that a legal disposal? Fort affects the turnover. Sinclair runs onto it. Dunkley. Silvani cuts them off yet again. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Andrews. The Saints on the ball now. Crosses the paint. Carroll can go back and just about seal it. The defence is disorganised. Dumped away. Lester couldn't get a disposal. Owens, he just dropped it. Gardner saw that coming. Who was he aiming for? Windhanger says thank you very much. Wilson, that's a quality hand pass. Flanders. Marshall uses the body well.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
The assignment is simple, and he makes no mistake.
I'm not going to say they're safe yet, but they have to do a lot wrong to get rolled from here.
The Saints are on the verge of a famous win. De Koning gets his hand to it. Wanganeen Malira. Wood working hard and presenting well. Inside 50 with the kick. Andrews doesn't want to turn it over there. It's been that kind of day for them. Can anyone get to the drop zone? Sharman is in a better position.
That was great use of the body. He's so hard to beat in those situations.
He goes with the banana and he's kicked it beautifully.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The Saints are really taking it to them today. The big men fly. Dunkley, Ashcroft. They've got to get a wriggle on. Allen hooks it into the pocket. Good disciplined defence. Sinclair, Draper leads his opponent. Goal!
You turn the ball over there, you've got to expect to pay the price.
The Lions with a much-needed goal. De Koning showing his skills. Wanganeen Malira has been irrepressible. They might be caught out on the turnover. Flanders, what can he do with it? No free kick and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Fort with a deft tap. McCluggage. They could be vulnerable here. Windhanger. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Andrews is there to thwart that play. The Lions might be about to start something. Marshall had it and lost it. De Koning. Wood. Marks. That's hard to stop.
These half chances can often be the difference.
He can smell a goal from a long way off, and his kick is astray.
The way they've kicked the goal today, you wouldn't have been surprised if that had gone through too.
No time like the present. That's good vision. Andrews presents in space. They're moving the footy well here. The Saints have denied them the corridor. Ashcroft, all on his own, spills the mark. McCluggage. Wood gets to it first. What's he got on offer? Gets the kick away. Wilmot wants them again. The Lions haven't thrown the towel in. Bailey working hard and being rewarded. Garcia wins it back. Great mark. The Lions have come up short. They gave it everything, but they just couldn't find a way. And Mad Monday awaits. Half's here for some final thoughts. How do you unpack that one, Half?
The Saints were able to get on top in both contested and uncontested ball, and that naturally translated into greater supply for their forwards, who duly kicked the win score. It goes a long way if you tough it fast, and this team checks both those boxes.
You get the feeling there'll be a lot said about this one. Thanks, Half. On behalf of Daniel Harford, Gary Lyon and myself, Anthony Hudson, thanks for your company. We'll catch you again soon. When the Saints go marching in, when the Saints go marching in, how I want to be with St Kilda. When the Saints go marching in.
Alright, hello guys, welcome back to the thank you for watching for the elimination I think it's elimination final or the I don't know what it's called, but like, so sorry guys, give me 1 second. Oh, there you go, semi-final. So, yeah, we've finally done the semi-final. Looks like two teams all got knocked out. Looks like which is um looks like St Kilda knocked out Brisbane. So yeah, even though that Brisbane's not doing well in AFLW, replaced by AFL players. Looks like Carlton and Melbourne will be next up soon. So we got here Hawthorn and St Kilda, and after that is going to be Melbourne and Carlton, and after that is going to be the grand final in 2025 version of the grand final. Whoever. If Hawthorn wins, they go to the grand final. If St Kilda wins, they go to the grand final. If these two wins, they go to the grand final. For example, if St Kilda beat Hawthorn, like they're gonna they gotta verse between Melbourne or Carlton, because even though that Carlton doing a really, really good job out there. Colin doing a very, very good job out there. So, like, whoever knows whoever wins or not, then I'm sure though that that they can defeat St Kilda, or Hawthorn will be defeat Saints, because I'm not really too sure yet. But we'll see. We'll see the previous final if Hawthorn beat St Kilda last time in the last round, because last round ago. Yeah, so in round 12, Hawthorn might beat Saints soon. So even though that St Kilda beat Port Adelaide, beat, beat Port Adelaide, and then they beat the Adelaide Crows, and then they beat North Melt, beat the Brisbane Lions. But yeah, they have brought a good chance, but who knows? Two stories and one ending will be in the grand final. So yeah, hope you have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys all next time. And I almost forgot you all. Next time coming up. Though I may know do is, I'm gonna book a calendar, because on later on this week, I probably need to of take a break of footy videos, because I do like a lot of retro content, but it's just like I do like a lot. I'm being busy a lot of times, even though I was working on, like I'll show you right now. Like I'm gonna work on my Tasmanian Devil video coming up as well. So I think I missed 2 matches as well. So even though I'm gonna need to finish round 11 or 12, and then even though that I need to finish up, finish up and finish up on that, finish up on there, because even though I need to uh need to finish the progress after when I finish after we go to the pre final. So yeah. Alright, there's enough talk for now. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'm sure you guys like the pre final. I'll try my best to make a custom teams this time, but I try to do, I was trying to, because I don't want to stop yapping every single club I make, and then I keep on yapping myself, so I just don't want to do that. But yeah. Anyways, hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys all next time in the preliminary final. So I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.